Hello, once more, welcome to my channel. My name is Fidelis and this is On Fire for Christ, where we talk about the things that are happening in our Ghanaian Christian circles in Africa and the world beyond. And today, I want to talk about something I saw on Facebook this morning when I finished my jogging and I was coming home. I was just scrolling through my social media, and one thing I saw caught my attention. It was that, an angel of the Lord has been caught on camera. Hey! And this looks like a church, that the pastor has come out to say. I don't know if the story is true or not, but as it may, and as we have all seen, these are things that are happening, and people are trying to prove God. People are trying to show the power of God. People are trying to prove the existence of God. And then people are doing their best to show these things for the world to see. But it's comical, man. These things are funny when you see people who are trying their best to do all these things. You sit back and then you get to laugh about these things. People mock the church. People mock Christianity because of some of these, gymnastics and, lies that people want to do on behalf of God when they have not been given the job to do. And so you see that in the picture that I saw on Facebook, there was, you could see something like a whirlwind that is blowing, but everything is in white. And then as the whirlwind is blowing, it looks as if there's a move that is happening in the church. And they say that it is an angel of the Lord that is in the picture. But one thing that, you can't stop laughing about is the fact that you see that below the angel is wearing a footwear. And this footwear looks like an Air Force One, Air Force Two, whatever the shoe is. And these things are funny. And so you see these things, and I just want to say some few things that God doesn't need anybody to prove his existence. The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Creation is enough for you to understand that God is alive. God is there, that there is God. Creation is enough. You see the stars, the moon, the skies, the sea, the limit of the sea, that it doesn't come into the land. You see the animals, the birds, all the animals. You see creation, you see human beings, the beauty of our eye, the DNA, the complexity of the DNA. And you see all these things, and they prove that, yes, indeed, there's a greater being that brought all these things in its beauty into existence. And you don't need anybody to prove these things anymore. You understand these things, that creation is enough for you to see and understand that, yes, indeed, there was a creator. That you see that you don't need, the moment you see a picture, you can tell that, yes, indeed, there was a painter. Even after 1,000 years, if you should see the painting, you understand that there was a painter. And so you don't need people to come to prove anything for you to believe that indeed God is real, that what he has said, and what he has done. Because I understand that there are people who will say that I want to see for myself, but you can't do anything to prove anything to anybody on your own than by showing them creation and showing them the scriptures. Scriptures is enough. Bible says, it shows us in the book, the Old Testament, you see numerous miracles that God did in the lives of the people of Israel, delivering them with a mighty hand from Egypt. We see that, God bringing manna from heaven, coming down for the people to eat. We see the Red Sea being parted into two. And all these things are evidence of God's power and his might. We see David bringing down Goliath. We see the strength of Samson being given power by God. All these things tell us the power of God. You come into the New Testament and there are so many things. You see Jesus changing water into wine. We see Jesus doing so many miracles, signs and wonders, healing the sick, bringing restoration onto the life of everyone in the world. And these things are enough for us to understand that, yes, indeed, God is real. But no, we have legends in the ministry today, legends, living legends, who are trying to prove to people, who are trying to make them see that, yes, indeed, and they want to do this by their own means to try to convince people to come to Christ. You can't convince people to come to Christ. If you lie to people just to draw them to come to Christ, I tell you that they have already not come to Christ, but the same way that you lie to them to come, they will lie to you to leave. Nobody will come to Christ in a wrong way. Bible says that the gospel is the means of salvation for everybody, the first the Jew and then the Greek. We all have to hear the correct gospel, and so lies will not take us anywhere. And so for me, what I'll say is that when I saw this video, I laughed about it. I don't believe it is real. I don't believe it is true. I just think it's something that some people did to mock, the church or anything. But if it is something that the church wants to put out, I just want to tell you outright that this is a lie. This is not true. This is not the way that Bible tells us things are done with, the church. And we have to push these things aside. They don't add anything to your faith. They don't add anything to your life. They only come to do mysticism to show people things, and people are enjoying these things, and it doesn't do anything to your life. It doesn't build you up spiritually. It doesn't add any knowledge of God's word onto you. And I can tell you that these things are just to distract you from the true faith. And so if you like content like this, please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. I drop videos every week, and I hope that this video blesses your life. You can give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'd like to see your feedback also in the comment section. And so I'm gonna see you on the flip side. Take care of yourself. Bye.
What am I gonna see? Me, I know the year. You know I got Jesus, and boy, I'm moving on. Me, I got Jesus, and boy, I'm moving on. Let's go.